So we're going to visit Oatey today. This is out in Cleveland, Ohio. This is their headquarters. And they invited me to come out to show some of their new products. I had already seen some of that at the covering show. So if you missed that video, check it out up here. You'll be able to, coverings is a great show to be able to see all types of different new products coming out. So Oatey has a new drain system, and we're coming out here just to check it out and see what's all new. And this is the first time being here, so I'm really excited to check out their entire facility here.
Thank you.
Matt. Hey, Matt, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Trying to find out your last name here.
Valori.
Why not?
So this is our Oatey corporate office.
Okay.
We back up to the Metro Parks. The cool part about this building is we actually, the water, when it rains, we collect that water and we use it for all the restrooms.
Oh, do you really?
It's pretty cool from a self-sustaining standpoint.
Okay.
Oatey started in 1916, which is, a lot of people don't know. Our first product was actually roof flashing. So you'll actually be able to see one of the stamps when we're over in the plant today is actually one of was extremely old.
Wow.
And then they went on to do, they drilled aircraft bolts for the military.
I was always wondering about because you sell a lot of, it seems like you have a lot of accessories to plumbing, but you're not exactly making like fittings necessarily.
So we don't make fittings. That's kind of like something we have. You have Charlotte Pipe that makes fittings and pipe. Oatey makes the cements.
Right.
So no, we don't.
It's interesting how that you kind of married that kind of thing, because everyone uses an Oatey toilet flange.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like that's just the go-to.
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting how like the plumbing part companies aren't. I mean, they do make their own flanges, but it's like still like you buy an Oatey flange.
Exactly. So you'll see when we're over in the plant, we actually injection mold here. So we make toilet flanges. We make all our supply boxes. So like your Moda boxes, your wash boxes like that. We do injection mold those, and then we injection mold your spacer rings for if you're setting toilet flange. There's tile spacer rings underneath it. We do that injection molding over there. You also see we make we have two plants that make cement. So the cement line will be running over there, and we make cement in Omaha. That's it. We make about 65 million cans of cement.
Wow.
Stuff like that a year. So it's pretty crazy.
No, I knew there was a reason I liked Oatey. So 1942. They were making aircraft bolts for the military. So it's got an aviation history to it, which is pretty cool. All right, so we're going into Oatey University, Oatey U, I guess it would be. Didn't even know this existed, but this is where you can learn all things about installing Oatey products.
This is the magic of Oatey here.
Cool.
This is where we bring in reps, contractors, do solvent weld training. A lot of guys, even plumbers, don't solvent weld correctly. Right. Don't read how to do it. But we'll showcase like chamfering tools, chamfer pipe, all of our different cements. You talked about those earlier.
Oh my.
Look at everything we have here.
You got to span that. Holy cow.
A lot of guys don't know, and we just had a guy on social who was doing 8-inch pipe, and he was using an 1.5-inch dauber out of one of these cans. I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "You need to get these right here." So Josh up in Canada sent him the rollers. So these go in our 1 gallons.
That's awesome.
And then when you're doing large pipe, it's real easy because these just roll your cement on the outside.
Wow.
Okay. So Hercules for hand towels, these work really good.
To get all that primer
all
on.
over you. Those work. Those are nice to keep on your truck for if you're really dirty. Just clean yourself off before you leave.
Okay. So this is what I'm coming home with today, for sure.
Work for body right there.
See this large. I didn't even know they made this much PVC glue.
Yeah.
That's like.
Super cool right here.
Wow, this is very cool.
Wall mural is all of our cans.
Wow.
On the can line, getting ready to be filled. Bathroom in a rough, bathroom in finished. Tub protectors, if you do anything with tiling around bathtubs.
Got a little protector.
Up with some of those.
I need to hook, yes. I get a lot of criticism for that, so that would be a nice thing. Well, just, stepping in there with my boots and you know. Yeah, I've seen you guys putting that on there. That's nice.
You can just go ahead and angle
That
these over.
is nice.
And then the gasket, the durometer on this gasket allows for your tubs that are off angle.
Yeah.
You actually feel these are, there's one on the front here, but they're really good.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you're doing this curbless at the entry and you needed to embed this, what you would do is, let's say floor joists are running front to back, so you know you can't cut the floor joist out, right?
Yep.
To get this to set in.
Correct.
This will sit in the first layer of plywood.
Okay, mine's right up with that then.
Okay, so
All
it
right.
mirrors right to it. Well,
That'll make a real big difference. You know, nothing's really going to set in there. It's just going to be able to drain right out. Quite a bit
It's
of
a little
slope there.
over
What you said,
1%
over
slope.
1%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a better way to go. I mean, more water volume coming down this,
Yep.
less likely anything's going to really
so
get
it's
stuck in there.
self-cleaning. As the water's going in, it's flushing the hair,
Right.
soap's coming, everything out of the drain.
Yeah,
Or-
I like the copper.
Yep, that's going to be a rose gold.
So that's
Is that what
rose
it is called?
gold. That's cool. Like, that's definitely would look awesome in that, you know, the Mediterranean shower that you're talking about building.
Yeah,
you know,
for
somewhere.
sure.
So your drain body, your trough sits on the floor. Okay? Your drain obviously goes through at the back wall, but this sits flush with the top of your floor system.
Yeah.
We have trough extensions. People, the biggest thing we get on social is, how do I clean this drain? The whole cover comes out, 1/2 inch angle. So it's flush with the drain, out a 1/2 inch on the end. So as the water hits this, it's gonna naturally come down into the center.
Interesting.
But that's how I like to do it right there. This is in front of a bench.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty
Oh,
cool,
yeah,
man.
that's
That
nice.
is definitely cool.
So what we did with this is we've designed this to fit into it. Okay, you're up by you in Pittsburgh.
Yep.
How many houses have 2x8 floor joist space?
A lot.
A lot of them.
A lot.
All the other ones that are out there you can't fit.
Right.
Okay, so this will sit 4-inch hole. Everybody's got a 4-inch hole saw. Screws right down in, sits in place. A 2-inch trap will still fit in a 2x8
Okay,
floor joist
yeah.
space. But now you can flip your tub over, hook it up,
Yep.
drop it right in place.
So, of course, I ran out of my audio there towards the end. But, Matt, thanks so much for that great tour today. It was really awesome to be able to check out all the manufacturing that you guys do, get a real insight of how you go about doing things. But I'm really excited for some of these new products that I haven't seen before and trying them out. So, everyone, thanks so much. Give me a like on this video if you would, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much.